we have some attribute based adjustment. Then now we'll click on the new and then we'll select the product. As a volume discount, we have the 10% discount added here because okay, so now we are going to add attribute based pricing. So we have already discussed what is attribute based pricing, but again, in short, attribute based pricing is a procedure which is depends on products configurable characteristics, that is called attribute. So for example, what we are going to see here, like our main target is like we have a product called keyboard. Okay, so now the keyboard can be a wired keyboard, the keyboard can be a wireless keyboard. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll set the pricing procedure in such a way so if a customer selects the wireless keyboard, then the price will be a higher one, and if the customer selects a normal keyboard, then the price will be a lower one. Okay, so for that, what we have to do here, we have to first go to the product and we have to open the product keyboard. So I have already opened here the product keyboard. Then I have to go to the attribute. Okay, and then I have to go to the attribute that is present here. Okay, so here you can see the wireless attributes are there. It is related with the keyboard product. So here we have one checkbox, that is price impacting. So these we have to mark it as true. Whenever we are marking these checkbox in any of the attribute, then we can use these attribute in our attribute based price adjustment. So this is done here. Now let's go to the price adjustment schedule. Okay, so I am here typing price management. So we have our price management here. Yeah, we have the price adjustment schedules open here. So I'm clicking here. Okay, so we have the standard attribute based price adjustment. I am turning it on. We are making these as inactive because before adding anything to the attribute based adjustment, anything changes we have to do in the price adjustment schedule, we have to make that price adjustment schedule inactive. After that, we'll do the changes and then we'll again active it. So here we can see like we have some attribute based adjustment. Now we'll click on the new and then we'll select the product. We'll select the product as keyboard. We'll product selling model as one time. We'll adjustment type here. Okay, so we'll do the override one. So anything will be there, it will be override. What will be the adjustment value? We will write something like 25.56. Now we have effective from, so we are creating this one. Effective to, we don't have to do anything. Currency, it's Canadian dollar. So next, so here we have the attribute that is the wireless one. So you can remember one thing, those attributes where we have turned on the checkbox is price impacting, those attributes will be visible here. So here we are selecting equals, we are selecting true. Okay, then we are clicking on the save button. Whenever we click on the save button, you will see we have one attribute override 25.56, this one. If I open this one, then it is rule based adjustment. So here we have the attribute based adjustment present. Now what we have to do, if you can remember, we have to now sync the decision table and also we have to see if the changes are successfully appeared in the lookup table or not. So for that, we are going to the decision tables and here we'll select attribute discount entries. Just remember the name. We will use these decision table and the lookup tables in the pricing procedure whenever we are adding those elements for the attribute based adjustment. Okay, so here I have to click on the refresh. Okay, now the last refresh date is 12/11. I am refreshing the page. It's still refreshing. Here we go. The refresh done. Now we'll go to the lookup table. Going to the lookup table, recent. all decision matrices, and here we have attribute discount entries. Now if we go to the table, you will see 25.56 override attribute adjustment condition hash we have here. This is the rule. This is encoded rule we have here. Okay, so whenever it will use, it will decode by Salesforce and then it will use in the price adjustment. So we are done here. Okay. Now we have to go to our pricing procedure again, and we have to add one element for attribute based price. Okay, before that we have to add another constant here to pass the attribute based adjustments schedule. So for that, what we'll do, we again create head resource. We have a constant, we have a resource attribute pass. This is a text one, and here we have to put the ID of the standard attribute based adjustment. This is here. We have copied the ID and paste it over here. Done. Okay, so we have the constant and attribute. Now here we have to pass the lookup table details. So what lookup table we are using here? We are using, if you can remember, we are using here attribute discount entries. So we'll try attribute discount entries. Okay, now we have the input variable. If you go here, you can see we have 6 as the input variable, right? These are the field name. We have to provide data for the field name to pass the entry condition. So here we have the price adjustment schedule. So that is the attribute pass we have created. Attribute pass context. Okay, so the product, we have to select the product. Here we go, product selling model. We have to again select the product selling model. Effect form, we have to select the effective from. Okay, and same, we have to select effective from. You're not using that output rule variable. We don't have to do anything. We have to add the input variable. So here we have to put the attribute name. We are passing attribute value. We are passing attribute values. Quantity, again we are passing line item quantity is price impacting attribute, input unit price, net unit price. Okay, so we are done here for the attribute based price. Now one thing we have to do, we have to go here, we have to include in output, we have to now save it. Okay, now what we are going to do, we are activating our pricing procedure. So it's successfully activated. Now what we are going to do, we are now setting this pricing procedure to use whenever we have anything in the related to pricing. Okay, so to do that, we have to tell Salesforce like which pricing procedure we have to use. So for that, we have to go to the setup. Okay, and we have to go to the revenue settings. Okay, so here in the revenue settings, if you go a bit down, you can see setup Salesforce pricing. So here, what is currently setting the pricing procedure? It is the revenue management default pricing procedure V1. So what we are going to use here, we are going to use our pricing procedure that we have created. So the pricing procedure V1. So where we have that, yeah. So here we have pricing procedure. This one, no, this one not. We have this one. Just let me double check. It's P capital. So here we have, sorry, the pricing procedure. Yeah, the revenue cloud pricing procedure was updated. So now what we have to do, we have to now create one code. We are now going to add some product to that particular code. Then we'll check each and every pricing adjustment that we have added to the pricing procedure. We'll test one by one. So what we'll go to the quotes now. Quotes, it's done. Now what we'll do, we'll create a new quote. This is check pricing procedures. Okay, now we are selecting the account head. Age max, status is dropped. We don't have to do anything in the code right now. So now the main part is coming. Okay, we are going to the browse catalog. We are standard price book. It is there. Now we have everything in our hardware catalog. Okay, now here what we have to do, we have to go to the laptop section. Okay, and we have to click on the laptop. We have to click at. Now we are going to the accessories part. Okay, and now we are selecting on the keyboard. So here this is the keyboard product, but if we want to do it as a wire or as a wireless, that we have to choose here. So if I open here, you can see the connection type. Okay, so I am choosing wireless. Okay, now I am doing the 7 exit. Okay, so we have currently one, and we should have another code line item. So we are adding this as well. So we have code line item, laptop and keyboard. Now we are saving the code. So it is reviewing. Okay, so here we have two keyboards. Okay, we don't have the two keyboards, we have the one keyboard. Yeah. So this one we are going to delete from the code line editor. Now we are going to save it. Okay. So here we have everything. Okay. So first we are going to check how the volume discount is applied. So if you can remember what we have said there in our pricing procedure, if the quantity is between 100 to 299, then we get a discount of 10%. If that is up to greater than 300 items, then we will get a discount of 20%. So here I am writing 157 piece, okay, as a quantity, and then I am doing the instant pricing. I'm saving the code. So here you can see the total price. If I just do it free, but instead of that, what is the unit price here? If we click on that, you can see the price waterfall here. So here you see the list price. Sorry, you can see the list price here, 1049. As a volume discount, we have the 10% discount added here because we are meeting the first criteria. So we have a volume discount on this, and then we have the net unit price as 944. Okay, let's do one more thing. Do it 357 and let's see how it is working. I am saving it and let's see how it is working. So you can see the list price is this and the volume discount is now 20% instead of the 10%. Why? Because we are now meeting the second criteria. The quantity is more than 300 pieces. Okay. Now we have another thing, that is the keyboard. Here we are seeing how the attribute based pricing is applied here. So you can see the sale price is 14.99, but here you can see the net unit price is 25.56. Why? Because the attribute based price is 25.56. Okay, so that's why this got adjusted by the attribute based price, and we have the net unit price here because we have chosen the wireless option. Now let me add the wire option. Let's see how it is working. So if I go to the accessories, if I go to the keyboard, and here we are not choosing the wireless one. Okay, now save and exit. I am adding it to the code line, save codes. Now we should have another keyboard. We have another keyboard here, so it's adding two more times. We don't have to click both of the times. Look, I am deleting one. So here you can see here, like for this keyboard where we have not chosen the wireless option, here we have the net unit price as 14.49 and we don't have any adjustment here. Whereas for these, if we see, it's 25.56 adjusted, but here we don't have any adjustment because this attribute for which the pricing is impacted, we do not set that attribute as true. So this is also done here. Okay.